CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making
I got hungry and I ate it. We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this waitress comes up.
Thanks to chemical implants in our bodies, we can break down the alcohol in seconds. Did you seriously think you could somehow change the world from here?
Yeah, sort of at first.
And how do you feel about it now?
I'm not blazing with satisfaction or anything. But the truth is, it all ended for me the instant I shared my memories with you. At that point, my work was done. I figured that you'd probably be able to run with it from there.
You're a hell of a liar, kid. I clearly recall you didn't want me involved.
I'm sorry, but the minute you share and synchronize all your information, you lose your uniqueness and become absorbed into the unconscious maliciousness of a third party that has no motive, or perhaps into the will of someone who does have one.
Are those your words based on what you've gained from hard-earned experience?
Yes, and the fact is, you yourself play the role of the laughing man copycat as well.
Well, I have to admit, it's a fascinating phenomenon. At any rate, what was your underlying reason for triggering such a huge event in the first place?
To you, everything that's happening in the world appears phony to be something other than what it is, right?
Is that JD Salinger?
Yes. When it comes to cyberization, I'm pretty much the shining example of a poster boy. So you think at the very least I would have felt terrified at the thought of contracting cyberbrain sclerosis. I'll tell you, it was a simple piece of mail I stumbled across in the net that began this whole thing. What I found was a blackmail document that had probably been sent to Serrano Genomics. It was armed with a thesis that was a comparative study of the inadequacy of Serrano micromachines versus the effectiveness of the Pervs vaccine.
Then the original lagging man was the person who offered it.
You could put it like that, I suppose. I am the machine that reveals the world to you as only I alone able to see it.
Ziga He was a Russian filmmaker, wasn't he?
Yes. I was kidding myself by thinking it was my personal mission to prove and circulate that information, vital data I alone could happen upon.
Failing spectacularly, the pure innocent mediator grew dejected at the base nature of the social system and he turned abused.
Yes. It was because of that I became a vanishing mediator. Just like an author whose existence is emphasized by the fact that he rarely puts out any new works of publication. In other words, by disappearing, it acts as a the dynamism of the social system. For sociological theory, it ultimately vanishes, leaving no trace of its presence inside or outside the system.
Frederick Jameson, I believe.
Yes. And no. Masachi Osawa, too. Even though I was familiar with the words, I didn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. Who knew that copies could still be produced despite the absence of an original? If you had to give a name to this phenomenon, what would you label it?
It would be standalone complex.
Yes, it's the standalone complex. From the start, the very nature of our current social system has contained mechanisms to trigger such an amazing occurrence. Personally, however, I feel this marks the beginning of a new era of despair. What's your opinion?
I don't know. It's impossible for me to say. Although I have found one thing capable of restoring your individuality after all your information has been synchronized.
Oh, really? And what's that?
Everyday human curiosity.
Oh, you're right. You know, that's something that never occurred to me. I think my brain has already started to harden.
I am a time traveler from the year 4020. I stole a time machine from the government. And I have traveled from the beginning of time to the end of time. And that's where I have picked up all of the instruments that I use during my show. I put my hands in animal traps. I hang weights for my piercings. I swallow a large sword. I love meeting all the people, being in front of crowds, and being able to travel. I have been doing this for about 15 years, performing sideshow on stage. How many shows I do a year? Almost one a weekend. So almost every weekend I have a show that I do. It's a little freaky for people, especially when we do events all ages. So doing all ages shows freaks some of the kids out, but most people are very receptive. The thing that would entice people to come see my show is if you've never seen a sword swallower before, you get to see one. And also at the end of my show, I let people staple money directly to my body. So if you want to be interactive and participate, you can do that as well.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. All right, welcome everybody. We were going to be doing MAGA Lunatics, but because of all the conspiracy theory stuff related to the Eclipse that didn't happen, I felt like we should go over all the silliness of all the crazies that sputtered out stuff. And I found a bunch of underground shite as well about people sputtering out nonsense. So we're going to go over that today. Excuse me, pardon me. So let's bring in our guests. And of course, everybody's favorite.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And there's our brainless. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How is you doing?
Are you glad the world has not ended and the apocalypse hasn't started and all of the other
something like that.
The human sacrifices, the satanic rituals, the blood rituals. I was looking forward to doing more blood rituals, but no, they didn't happen.
Yeah, they didn't happen. That reminds me, I still gotta clean the backyard. Fuck.
The only blood rituals that happened yesterday were all the women on their period. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so let's bring in our other guests and we'll get into the insanity that I have. I found some silly, crazy stuff that isn't just in the mainstream. And then we also have things talk about from the mainstream right-wing media.
Woo!
And there we go. How are you both doing?
Doing good.
Awesome. Glad to hear.
Good as I can, considering how many hours I've been awake for.
Okay, well, hopefully you get some sleep soon.
Yeah, they let me sleep sometime.
At some point in time, yeah.
Sometimes they let me sleep.
Yeah.
But, no. So I was just, I thought I'd point out to everybody that I learned yesterday for the first time, and I think the rapture will be far more popular. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, is that apparently raptures are done in the nude, and I think more people would turn out if they knew there was nudity.
Oh, I thought you were saying raptors are usually
No,
nude.
no,
Yeah,
no, no.
they
I'm not
didn't.
talking
Dinosaurs
about.
didn't have clothes.
I'm not talking about like the basketball team in my general neck of the woods. I'm talking
Oh,
about.
that not them.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
No,
I
I'm
get
talking
ya.
like they may or may not have been raptured nude or otherwise. I have no idea, but no. Apparently, the rapture's done in the nude. So you know.
Well, that's the problem. All these goddamn fucking humans wearing their goddamn clothes all the time. It's the reason it
the
didn't
thing,
happen.
right? Like that's what went wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now we gotta wait another 2 years or something. What they come up?
Yeah,
yeah, 2
something
years
like
to the
that.
next rapture. I don't know. I mean,
Would God have to hire a crane to rapture Shani, do you think?
I don't want to be involved.
I think it's going to be more than just one crane. It's like 5 cranes or something
I don't
like
want to
that.
be involved.
And anyways, everybody, make me do a shot for sure. Let's say hello to the side of my chest right quick, and let's get into the idiomocracy that I have for y'all. Everybody say hello to the commander.
Commander?
The Clockwork Rex. Welcome.
Hello, Rex.
A demon orb.
Demon.
Hello. Hello. I'm late on the hellos.
A mangoes. A Sumami.
Hey, Sumami.
Hello, Sumami.
I actually got it right the first time this time. A Jinx you.
Yeah, we're jinxing you.
Hey, Jinzu. And Maria.
And
Mari,
Mari.
Did we get Commander?
Yes, we said Commander already.
I feel like I missed half the hellos.
I am feeling the same way as you, Sumami. I'm disappointed because the rapture didn't happen, because I was looking forward to that as well, but I was looking forward to the blood orgies.
The blood orgies. Okay. I thought you were looking up to see what you could see.
Well,
a bunch of Karens floating away is just as good as blood orgies, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, some of them might look good in the nude. You never know. I don't want to judge. I'm not passing judgment. There's no body shaming moment here.
No, you're not passing judgment, but there's already judgment being passed.
The judgment has been passed. Anyway,
and nothing happened.
Like,
but I was looking forward to
pro tip: show up nude next time.
No, but like I was looking forward to the rapture. Like, well, mainly post rapture, because like, how awesome would the world be without those religious cunts?
I mean, I'm just hoping that none of them sin before it happens, because like a small amount of real estate's going to open up, but I think our lives will get a whole lot easier. Like, to be a lot less face palming. Face palming injuries will go down by half at least.
At least. And the reason I was looking forward to it is because then finally the blood orgies would be for free. Because now I gotta pay for them.
You gotta pay for the cracker, the cracker and the cracker and the wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not even good wine, is it?
No, it's shite wine.
Put a 3 in the chat if you think Sacramento wine is the shit.
The crackers were the worst.
The crackers
they were so horrible. A bunch of Karens wouldn't float away. They'd be screeching to speak to God's manager while watching others float away. Executively mangoes. Really quick, if anybody wants to
slur.
Yeah, if anybody wants to join us and didn't get sent a link, just let us know and we'll send you a link. Otherwise, join us if you can. If not, that's fine. We don't mind everybody being in the side of my chat and joining us that way as well. Let's see. Maybe the religious cunts will be left behind in some sort of twist, and people who just wanted to love their neighbors and live their lives will be allowed in. Yes.
Well, there you go.
That is more likely.
It could happen. It's a 50-50 chance. Right?
Sacramento wine tastes like the slop bucket booze that they pour in the last bit of every bottle into and sell as house wine. Yes, or it tastes more. It tastes
Tonight it's a rosé.
It tastes more like the spit bucket that they have during a wine tasting.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like the spittoon from the old saloon.
No, but when you go into wine tasting, you're technically not supposed to drink it. You're supposed to swirl it around your mouth and spit it into this stupid ass bucket. It probably tastes more like that, a spit wine bucket.
I think we need another poll in the chat there. Skål or Copenhagen?
Oh my Jeebus Christ. Oh,
Or beech nut.
oh
Or
my
beech
god, I
nut.
almost vomited.
Beech nut, Skull, or Copenhagen. Let's see. 1, 2, and 3.
I don't know. I don't know what that wine is. It's the cheapest wine in this. Oh, the synagogue can find. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's actually quite logical.
Yeah, because they buy so much of it because behind the scenes, the priest or pastor or whoever it is feeding it to all the altar boys to get them to not remember stuff and things.
Man.
Anyways,
Doesn't this border on cannibalism? The body of Christ and the blood of Christ. I mean, how many of them little wafers will it take to make a full Jesus, do you reckon?
I don't know, but that's exactly the funny
He's
thing.
been eaten multiple times over at this point.
Yeah, and then they complain that the Satan worshippers do blood sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Even though zombie Jesus they eat and drink
zombie Jesus.
Of them.
Yeah. Zombie Jesus, yeah. Well, shouldn't they just say, you know, the anemic blood of Christ, because that's what it tastes like. It's really acidy and shit.
Yes.
And the flaky skin of Christ, may God be with you, or whatever. That's how I think that's how cannibals operate.
I didn't know Jesus had such flaky skin. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus crackers taste like shit. Well, that's because when you got in the queue, they were giving a bit around the arsehole. Did it have hairs in it?
There you blow. But the other major thing is, if that's Jesus's blood, he must have been an alcoholic. Anyways, let's keep going on with this. We'll start with this, and then I have idiocracy to go through that is not in the widespread media or not from the famous peoples that a lot of reports were done on. I found a bunch more thingy bobbers and stuff. So are most people here atheists? I believe most of us are atheists or agnostic, which is maybe there may be a thing, but I'm not going to throw my coins into one religion or something.
Bucket.
But
yeah.
I don't have enough proof that there isn't thingy-mabobbers, and a handful of things happened to me. Screw it, I'll say it right quick. I was touched in Christian school when I was young. Then I got kicked out of 2 school districts and then had to go to a private Christian school because that was the closest thing that I could go to that they would allow me. And then I got kicked out of that for finger banging a chick in chapel during chapel. So me and the Lord have some weird things, if there is one, anyways.
I was beaten in Catholic school as a child. I mean, nuns in the 70s are fucking mean, very disciplinarian. They were
knuckles and the knees and
on the edge of a meter rule, a wooden meter rule, not like the big part, the edge of it on the back of the knuckle. Horrible.
Yeah, that's what we heard a lot of. So anyways, let's blow into the idiocracy of this, because we could go on for years about how horrible certain churches are. And once again, we'll say this. We don't care if you're spiritual, religious, or any type of thing. We're not anti that. We're anti-extremists. And that's what we're going over here. And that's what we always talk against, is extremism, either on the left, the right, for any kind of cause. If you're too far gone in that cause, we will most likely make fun of you. So let's blow on with
anti-stupid, basically.
Yeah. Let's blow on with this.
Rare celestial event collides with a policy failure on the ground. The southern border will be directly in the path of totality today when the moon covers the sun for nearly 4 minutes.
Oh my God! Totality on the...
Oh my God, the border is going to have a solar eclipse go through it, because that's kind of what happens with the world and how it works.
Because borders are man-made.
And that too, yeah. The celestial bodies don't understand or care about your borders.
Are not favorable.
Eagle Pass actually expected to be the very first spot in all the United States where the totality of this eclipse is supposed to be seen, but that is only if the weather cooperates. And right now it's not looking too good. We got forecasted overcast skies all day long here in Eagle Pass today.
No.
Okay. So they're claiming that the Venezuelan gang members are going to send everybody across the border during the 4 minutes of darkness.
Yeah, like just doing it at night would be so much harder, you know?
Oh my gosh, at night you can have what, 6 hours of darkness or something like that, and yeah, that's gonna be way better than. Okay, so let's get into major green.
Well, I'm actually claiming solar eclipses as fake because here in the UK we didn't see anything.
Yeah. If you live in Australia, it was fake because
it's fucking flat, dog.
Exactly.
Yes,
so
dog.
here we blow with major green twat.
He is talking about the war in Ukraine.
But let's talk about what this really is, Steve. This is a war on Christianity. The Ukrainian government is attacking Christians. The Ukrainian government is executing priests. Russia is not doing that. They're not attacking Christianity. As a matter of fact, they seem to be protecting it. So that's something else that's clear and obvious to many people that are looking closely at what's going on.
Okay, I don't know what that had to do with the eclipse, but let's get into the next thingy of ours I have, because we have what Major Green Twat actually said about it.
And not a proof that Trump is a Russian puppet.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene is the worst.
Yes, and we'll get into what she actually said about it in a second, because she obviously doesn't understand how earthquakes and solar eclipses and life works. But listen to this crazy lady.
What I'm about to tell you about the upcoming solar eclipse on April 8th is going to blow your mind. In Matthew chapter 12, Jesus said that an evil and adulterous generation will seek for a sign, but they will receive none except for the sign of Jonah. And in Luke 17, Jesus said that as it was in the days of Noah, so also will it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man.
Dun, dun,
so
dun.
get this, the path that the solar eclipse is taking will literally cross.
Yeah, and so listen to this bullshit that they fucking say, and we're gonna actually see this like 3 more times in the videos. But listen to this bullshit.
And wasn't it also like the path crosses at some point with the previous eclipse, and like that was at the spot where there is there's a town with a religious name or something.
Thanks for jumping the gun, but we'll let her. Let's let her explain it first, even though technically this is wrong, and we'll go over how she is wrong. Let her talk.
Over the city of Jonah, Texas, several cities and towns named Nineveh, and it will cross over Rapture, Indiana, and not only that, it will cross over where the Ark is in Williamston, Kentucky. But that's not all. All of this will be taking place under the constellation of Cetus, the whale. To keep up with Bible prophecy, follow or subscribe now.
Jesus Christ.
There's so much nonsense in that you couldn't break that down in thousands.
Rare celestial event.
No, exactly. So, she is, I believe, correct in where she says that the eclipse was supposed to go over, but we're gonna go over people saying way crazier crap about it. But let's go to this thingy mabobber.
We are glad to have you back on the God's.
Yeah, screw you, hippie.
You won't want to miss the shot. Biblical references to similar events, observe ongoing global events, and carefully analyze circumstances. By combining these elements, we can discern whether there is. And here's where things get shocking. God's character remains constant, unchanged from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This means that God continues to communicate as he always has and address sin in nations as he has throughout history.
But somehow he's doing it through an eclipse that we have known about for thousands of years.
And the Bible. Recurring patterns emerge, especially regarding idolatry and a nation's sin, which God...
This was going to happen no matter what, you dumb cunts. What are you talking about? Like, it's so funny that they're like, oh, the mysterious eclipse, it happened because of adultery, sin, and, homeless people or some weird shit. And you're like, but it was already going to happen, so what? And
the
then
Mayans knew it would happen, if I'm not mistaken, like, or at least, cultures that were around in those times.
Yeah.
And Mango, it's the Ark in Kentucky is Ken Ham's flood damage fucking clown show, basically.
Fuck him and his goddamn Ark. He can shove that Ark straight up his arsehole.
Well, then he has quite a big asshole. Like, even me wouldn't be able to do that.
I'll make it fit. I got enough lube. Okay. So literally, this didn't have as many thingy-mabobbers as I thought. It's not actually talking about the eclipse. It really is just, oh, well, let's go to here.
Here's where things get even more shocking. Keep your eyes on these constellations as they will be significant again in relation to the 2024 eclipse. Revelation chapter 12 warns us about the conflict between the Antichrist, known as the Beast, and the saints, as well as the rebirth of Israel and Jerusalem
and my dick. Oh, sorry.
As a nation.
Never mind.
Both of these signs together served as a severe warning to the United States regarding Israel, specifically concerning the division of the land, 3.5 years later, symbolizing how this division may occur with the Antichrist.
But if this was supposed to happen exactly when the war started, then why is it 3 years past the beginning of it?
What? Years? 3 years? That war's been going on for fucking decades.
I know, but I mean, and anyways, and I think it was just months, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's go on with them saying how the eclipse somehow is bringing the Antichrist.
From August 2017 to January 28th, 2020, President Donald Trump proposed a century deal called Peace to Prosperity. He advocated for a two-state solution, granting 70% of the land of Israel.
And because goddamn the Americas didn't let that happen, now we're gonna have, I don't know.
Including the eastern half of Jerusalem, to the Palestinians. The ancient Philistines, historical enemies of Israel, for the creation of a Palestinian state.
But they aren't here.
3 months later, the pandemic emerged, causing widespread devastation worldwide. This was followed by significant economic struggles, civil unrest, conflicts with Russia, and the loss of leadership for both Netanyahu and Trump in 2020. Surprisingly, instead of witnessing the signs of the four horsemen, as expected, we saw their signs occurring in reverse order. Additionally, as a consequence of these events, we observed the emergence of alliances like Gog and Magog, primarily through the oil nations of OPEC aligning with BRICS alliance.
Gog and Magog, yeah, that's exactly. And so somehow these things are supposed to be causing, and they talk about the 2017 eclipse, and then now the new eclipse.
Constellation is associated with the Lion of Judah, representing Jesus. So what does all this mean in biblical prophecy? The number 7 often symbolizes completion, indicating the end of a cycle.
It doesn't mean anything.
In this context, it refers to the conclusion of Israel's 70 weeks of judgment, represented by cycles of 7 years. This
because that makes sense.
Eclipse is not necessarily a warning about future events.
What?
Yeah. But then they're like, oh, it may not be a thing, but it could be a thing. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, so here we blow on with, here is far right-wing conspiracy theorists talking about this. And I think we're going to have, it's going to be Alex Jones for sure in this one. Okay, so we all know how this works.
So let's get to now. Alex Jones says the far-right conspiracy theorist Alex Jones believes that the eclipse is a practice run for the government to impose martial law.
Dumbass.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute the music because I.
Oh, to be fair, oh shit, I said it. Martial law is coming. Yeah, all right.
No, go, keep going, and we'll do it as soon as you're done.
Martial law is coming anyway. Trump is and Commander pointed out he's divided that. It's basically, you know, prenup to civil war with, you know, women's health rights being what slavery back as the Civil War was back then over them sort of things, and women and he's done a good job of dividing the country. But fortunately, it's like still 60-40 Democratic side.
Yeah. I didn't know that martial law was going to turn 18 and he was going to actually be a thing or be an adult now and come to play. Anyways, never mind.
Send in Steven Seagal, the most ridiculous man on earth.
Oh my Jesus Christ! Let's not even get into that bullshit. So, anyways, let's do this.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, yes.
So let's get back into the you were watching the clips from the moon's far side. That's a terrible idea. Yeah. You were like, God damn it, all I see is the fucking Earth. And it gets like kind of shady for a fucking second. That's it.
From the far side, you'll just be in see the sun.
Yeah. Oh, and don't do that. Trump already told us.
Unless you got Trump eyes.
Yeah.
Supervision.
There is a trend that happened on Google during and after the eclipse of people Googling, why do my eyes hurt? That means people
you're a
looked into the
dumbass.
motherfucking sun. That means motherfucking people look exactly. So I'm like, son of a bitch. Luckily for me, I think I said this yesterday. There were a couple of gentlemen out in front of Fuzzy's Tacos that I go to get lunch, and they all had the little glasses.
Yeah.
And I got to put them on for a second. I watched it getting close to being there. I looked at it for a second and then I was like, cool, yeah, I've already kind of seen this and been there and done that to some extent. So I wasn't really worried. And then Mari says all the eclipse did was give Mango food poisoning. That's exactly what happened. It's all
Come on, Mari. That's kind of extra.
Ah, Jesus Christ. And yes, the four horsemen of the apocalypse now all ride motorcycles. Yes, of course.
And now in this frozen screen here, why is that guy wearing a Guy Fawkes mask?
Because the far right over here thinks that they are like Guy Fawkes. Some taking
the government.
No, it's like the anonymous took over that.
And that's right, Anonymous, the American Anonymous took over that song.
How was that fucking Eclipse in Texas? My man, sexy motherfucker.
Eclipse in a thunderstorm. That's not good. Hopefully it cleared up before it started.
Well, hopefully, Jinx, you people didn't try to tan their arseholes in the eclipse, because we know how that ends up. Anyways, let's go ahead and do the thingy mabobbers for our channel sponsor, the Schizomaroonie. And of course, we have to play
Oink.
Welcome, Skits. Hopefully you're having a good day, and if you let us know if you saw the eclipse or not, because I think you're in around that area.
We got to see 60% of it or something. No thunderstorms and tornado talk. Let's hope that doesn't happen down there.
Tornado. That's not no good.
Yes. Yeah. Hopefully there's not those things happening down there. Yeah, I don't think the right wing is actually wearing it for Anonymous, but Anonymous in the Americas or the organization that's like online took it over. I think these douche nozzles are wearing it because they want to think, I'm gonna take your government by blowing it up with all that whatever powder kegs or whatever that was supposed to happen. Didn't I don't remember 100% off the top of my head the whole Guy Fawkes story. But let's blow on. So which could
But what Guy Fawkes we're talking about? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
The story's simple. Guy Fawkes was a fascist who despised the government and tried to blow up Parliament, but got caught out.
Okay. Yeah. But I don't remember.
I was saying Guy
or the
Fawkes.
things they found under and the things and stuff, and then they hung him or something. And anyways, it doesn't matter. So let's keep blowing on with this. And so, which could happen if former President Donald Trump wins the upcoming election? That he could call for martial law. He has also suggested NASA's using the event to invoke a dark ancient. Hold on, I'll go back. Oh, son of a bee sting. A dark ancient Egyptian ritual to bring back the ancient Egyptian gods, supposedly, is why. Then these people say he's echoed by fellow conspiracy theorist Dom Lucre, I don't care how to say his name, who has said Masonic, satanic, esoteric, Gnostic brotherhood of the snake and other occult-like groups will be performing rituals. Totally, that's exactly what they're doing.
And just something. It is related. Kids just posted Eclipse pictures in the Discord.
Sweet. So, however, Texas and Oklahoma have more practical concerns, telling residents to stock up on food and expect strains on phone networks. There's more pressing things than those stuffs and things. Okay. I think I can share it this way. Let me do this.
That way. Maybe put it in your ass.
I can go. Oh! I gotta go like this, then like this, and then there we blow. I don't think this is sharing any. No, it's not. Okay, so here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
I was just making sure it's not sharing any personal information technically or anything. I was just double checking to make sure. So yeah, there's the photos of the eclipse that
It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that started the world apocalypse.
This kid is fucking cool. You know that. Fucking awesome, motherfucker.
Yes, definitely. And here's the thingy-mabobbers for the stuff and things. Mango got the food poisoning, so help her out with things and steps if you can.
And not just the food poisoning. She fell down a hill. So she's sore on the outside and on the inside.
Yeah, so, Mango. What happened?
At the moment, it's not a unscratched Mango.
Yes. So Mango, what happened? How did you fall down a hill? Anyways, let's keep blowing on with this. Let's present this again, and then we'll get to the next thingy-mabobber. Yes, stock up on the food, and then.
Well, have a safe drive home, Skitsy Moy.
Yes, Skits.
Hey, Carrot.
Hey, I'm back, sort of, guys. Hey, girls, and everybody else.
Okay.
I had to mute because I was talking to people.
Jesus.
And it wouldn't have gone well with the. It wouldn't have tied in with the topic of conversation.
Okay. All right. So here we blow with this.
But what? You're not sharing shit.
God damn it.
For cities.
Oh, hey, Carrie's here.
Big
Okay,
and
here we
small.
go.
The theory that has emerged on social media ties the eclipse's path through several U.S. cities named Nineveh to biblical prophecies of doom. While scientifically, eclipses are merely the moon passing between the Earth and the Sun, this hasn't stopped the spread of claims suggesting a divine message of repentance or judgment. Despite the frenzy, experts and fact-checkers have debunked these theories, urging everyone to view the eclipse as a remarkable natural event, not a portent of wickedness.
Yeah, duh. Again,
Somebody pop
we've
in.
known about these things for a gazillion and a half years. So we have a Rex. And what do I... Oh, of course, I do this for Rex. There we go. How are you doing, Rex?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Am I echoing in any way? I got a whole new setup.
You're golden.
Ah, cool.
Welcome.
Thank
so
you.
I have to do this really quick. Mango slipped and fell, then slid down a hill. I think her and a hill had a fight, and she lost the fight.
That is not how that
Yes.
nursery rhyme goes.
Yeah.
No, and
No, Mango, she was probably drunk and she was eating gas stations sushi 3 days old. And that explains it all, you see.
I have it on the highest authority that vinegar and brown paper will fix that. I'm assuming something's in the brown paper bag.
Oh, my bad. Hello, everybody, and hello, everybody in chat. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Cool. I
Thank
got
you for
something right.
joining us.
Figured that one out.
Nice.
Yes.
That
That is a good voice.
Let's see. Yeah, and then what we're gonna hear in a second is some weird thing about that name of those towns that is false as is. Carrie says they're going to have their hands dirty, so they won't be able to check. They're doing gardening stuff. Totally. As long as you're listening and having fun, listen to the idiocracy of us doing stuff. Smoky watermelon moonshine. Is that what I'm supposed to be taking a shot of? I don't technically have that, but I do have.
Where are you going to get that from?
I have something close.
I think we're all intrigued.
I know where you
I
can
jinx
get
you.
some.
Where can you get some? Okay, where Rex?
Jinx
I know a
tell us
guy.
what store that sold it.
I can get
Okay,
you any
all right.
flavor you want. Watermelon
A
included.
moonshine?
If it's got
I mean, that
sugar
is-
in it, you can make it into moonshine.
I mean,
Yes,
that is
exactly.
true.
It's true.
Moonshine can be made from just about anything.
Yes.
And you can add flavor. It will adapt. It will adopt.
Yes.
It will adopt the
Well, yeah,
flavor
if
of
you want to
whatever
make
you
like
put
a
in it.
mint flavored moonshine, you need to add
Yeah.
sugar to it. A whole lot of sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Champagne and yeast as well. You got to make that math.
Well, you get
And
some
I'm-
yeast.
flavor from
I mean,
using it
that's
as
and
an
I'm gonna-
none of y'all watch
and I'm-
Moonshiners on the History Channel.
It's actually a pretty nice. It's a pretty fun a watch. But anyways, I'm gonna gross everybody out and say yes. That's how you make gray shanny vag moonshine. You just add a bunch of sugar, and
Slim.
there's already the yeast, and then
Slim,
I know.
There's a beverage. There's a beverage here to quote a certain line.
Fish moonshine doesn't sound good.
It's like
So
Oh, yeah,
anyways,
don't
that's
buy
not the beverage we're thinking of.
that shit they
so-
sell in the liquor store. That is not moonshine.
no, that shit's fucking fake.
Yeah, that's some fake bullshit.
Just flavored vodka, isn't it?
If it doesn't come in
Mango,
a mason
I mean,
jar, it's not fucking moonshine.
Yeah, no, it's literally just fucking flavored vodka for most of those. If it doesn't taste like gasoline or it doesn't make you like almost
If it doesn't
immediately
turn you
drunk,
blind. Oh.
yeah, then it's not. So Mango, what color am I supposed to do? And Skits, let me know if that's an extra add-on
That was
or
just
not.
the cheers.
Because I'll do.
What if,
we're
what
gonna
if
be.
moonshine's in a ball jar? Is there a special rule for that?
Well, that's what they put the fake stuff in.
Okay. So the ball
Yeah,
jar
over
is the
over
same
down
as the mason
here.
jar.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
doing
you
one
don't.
blue and one pink. Okay, okay.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, in
so here we blow.
solidarity with Slim,
Yes.
I quit drinking because it made me feel like shit now. But I will take a
Yeah.
bowl hit for every shot you take. I will take a bowl hit.
Awesome. Glad to hear. So here we
I will
blow.
smoky McPot with you.
Jeebus McChrist. Okay, there we blow. We're gonna do
Ugh.
fucking one blue.
Everybody's so generous.
Whew, that looked like it felt good.
Oh,
Yeah, good one.
bad wood cup. Oh,
Did you start with the bad one?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
and one more thing about moonshine: if you can't pour it in your gas tank and your car runs great, it's not really moonshine.
Exactly. I forgot the company that makes the fucking fake moonshine here, but it's like 80 proof or something, and it's like, no,
Yeah,
it's
it's
supposed
not
to be
even.
like 150 proof. That's like what
Yeah.
moonshine is. It literally is
Yeah.
motherfucking gasoline, technically. I mean,
Well, it's out like it's. I mean, it's basically like I don't know. I mean, you can make it out of a lot of shit, but like some people it's a grain alcohol or hopefully it's not a wood alcohol. Do not drink
it
wood
depends on
alcohol.
what you're using. You can the
Public service
corn
message.
makes ethanol. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
corn-
that you can pour in the car.
Corn.
Yeah,
I mean, the
hey,
sour
Harry.
mash corn is they turned it into bourbon eventually. I think.
Well,
And then-
you have the hearts, the heads, and the tails, don't you? And it's the hearts that you want. It's just from the distilling process through, when it reaches a certain temperature, different elements in the alcohol will burn off first and burn off last. The tails is basically nail polish remover, but a lot of them use that in the moonshine, and it's basically
we could talk about this all night. The different kinds of
Absolutely.
moonshine.
and yes, Maury.
I do have a southern accent. Yes.
So I'm gonna say this right quick.
Goddamn
Yes,
good
you,
voice.
you use corn to make the spirits to make the moonshine. Then after that, we make a lot of porn. Never mind.
Yeah,
never mind.
well,
Let's keep
yeah,
going.
shit happens, man. Shit happens. You know, everybody gets
say that
drunk,
word
and,
on
their clothes fall off.
Hey, what happens in the Appalachian Mountains with your cousins stays in the Appalachian Mountains with your cousins.
Exactly.
Well, unless the child grows up and moves out, right?
Oh, hey, I never did it. Wasn't there. I wasn't there. I was out hunting.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what you're talking about, brainless. Never mind. So let's blow on with this idiocracy. I have one more shot to do. I did one blue and I did one in pink. I believe I have one more pink to do.
Okay,
so I'll do that in just a second.
But Mari, last night or for you yesterday morning, it was Slim's performance, and now it's Rex's voice. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Mari is enjoying these streams.
Yeah, she's definitely liking these things. So here we
I
blow
did
with
used to work in radio, Maury. I did.
Yeah,
I did too, but I don't put on my radio voice like I should because I feel like everybody's okay with my voice.
natural voice. This is
yes,
how I
that's
speak. I'm not.
Yeah, luckily you have a radio. Yeah, you luckily have a radio.
It just happened that
already.
way.
You didn't have to go for special.
Well, how it
lessons.
little short story. How it happened that I got the radio job is I used to go around and fill up the candy machines. You know where you put $1 in and get what you want. All right. Well, the dude that owned the station was there that day and heard me and said, "Do you want a job?" I said, "Well, fuck yeah, cause fuck filling up candy machines all day."
Does that pay well, the candy machine thing? Like,
Oh, and that in the candy machine job, I had to drive all over hell and everywhere to do that job. It was fucking
I gotta
awesome.
do that. I gotta do that too, but I don't have to fill up any fucking candy machine.
All right, story over. The end.
So everybody say hello to Captive Desk.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Captain.
And then I'll do that in just a second there, dog. Give me a second. So let's blow into this part of the conspiracy theory bull crap. And then I'll take a shot in just a second once we get into this. Because definitely I'm going to need a shot and we're all going to need to smoke more weed or do
exactly.
vibe on
This
certain
shit?
things
Hell
after
yeah.
this. Yeah, so
I
here
would
we
do
blow
an extra
with...
bowl. catch.
There was ever a sign that God was telling us to repent, it's this. I hope you're paying attention. Have you guys heard about this eclipse that's happening on April 8th? It's a total solar eclipse that's going across the entire United States of America.
That's not that's not true at all.
That's
It didn't
not-
go across the entire. It went through the mid to the east.
It went
did
from
not go
Mexico
through
to
the west.
Maine. That's
and
the path
you can
totality
s-
went from Mexico to Maine.
Yeah, you see it in a lot of other states. Yes, we got 60% of it here in the Colorados, but
Well, I got
listen to
about
the
85%. It got dark.
Okay.
I will tell you,
Yeah.
it was cloudy and rainy and shit, but it still got dark. I was like, wow.
So it was like my jokes on what the dub. It got dark.
Yeah,
it got
fair
dark,
enough.
and then but the only difference
Fair
is it got brighter after, and that doesn't happen with you. But
Yeah,
anyways,
it got dark here where I live.
Well,
The temperature dropped
once
like
I
20 degrees.
leave, you know.
Yeah, like
That-
when it was happening. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, anyways, let's go on with this, and then
We'll leave now
we'll
and
talk-
take
we'll
that
talk
link
ab-
with you, bitch.
Yes, and we'll talk.
What link? What link?
Where? Oh, Mango.
We'll talk.
Her big ass
No,
fucking
no,
link
no, no.
tree
No,
or whatever.
He's
Yeah.
talking about
No.
The Shanny link.
Yeah,
the
I
porn
got
thing.
dog to watch Sexy for Christ on Twitter.
Oh.
So, anyways,
He was like, I'm
Anyways.
not clicking that. I'm not clicking that. So then I posted the link and added to it, don't click this link. And then the little kid over there clicked the link.
I actually want to drink moonshine tales and purposely make myself blind.
Hey, sis!
Yes, exactly. Hey, sis. Everybody say hello to the Sydneys. Put in
Hey,
purple
Sydney.
hearts for the Sydneys.
Sister Sydney.
Yes. So, anyways, let's blow on with this, and then we'll talk about the idiocracy of this as well, because this is a conspiracy inside of itself.
Just so happens to be passing through 8 cities named
Wow.
Nineveh.
Now, what is the significance?
And it did not do that. But listen to this. It actually went through 2 towns closely named that, and it went through the first lady was right. It went through multiple different places that were mentioned biblically, but these idiots think this, and none of them actually looked it up.
Significance of this, and what is God
No, because
saying?
one dumbass
There was
said
a
it.
biblical scholar named Donald White.
Nineveh, Virginia. Wait a minute. There's a place called Nineveh in Virginia. Probably there's a place called Ararat here too. So
No, but the thing is
my bad.
there's only 2 of those cities that it went through. The rest of them are fake. These idiots are just claiming things that are not true. So the rest of these states, to the best of my knowledge, when I looked it up, they're not going through this many Nibiru's or Niverus or whatever the fuck. And then this idiot says this weird shit. And then they're like, oh, it happened multiple times. Then why didn't the apocalypse happen then, you dumb cunts? Like, it's
Yeah,
fucking
no shit.
silly how, like, they're so all over and they're so convinced that now, for some reason, since they're existing, that we're going to see the thing that was supposed to happen during Nero's time. Revelations was written to say that Nero was the Antichrist and that the world's going to end then. That was so many gazillions of years ago.
Well,
And he speculated that the eclipse took place around the time that Jonah arrived in Nineveh and urged the people to repent. Otherwise, the city would have been destroyed.
We are literally in the last seconds of the last days, y'all.
The last seconds of the last
wait a
day.
minute.
You hear that? Do you hear that?
Oh,
Yeah, but
man.
Jesus was coming back yesterday. Didn't you
Yeah.
see him?
He
I
got
bumped
lost.
into him on the street.
Yeah, he got lost. He needed directions.
No,
He
no,
got
I
lost.
shot him like fuck you. Got
No.
Hey, I will stay
Obviously,
here.
obviously, at some point in time, somebody in the world named Jesus ejaculated. So definitely Jesus came, but it didn't mean the apocalypse, you dumb cunts. Like, y'all don't
Jesus
even
juice.
understand
It was
what
Jesus juice.
Jesus
for
juice.
that for
So anyways, I'm
that
doing another shot.
here's my character is taking a shot with you.
Jesus Christ. Son of a bee sting. And as many with as many cities named after biblical cities, any solar eclipse will go over them or something like that, and some of them and blah blah blah. Totally. I'm on the same page with you. And hey, Rita Payne.
Hey, Rita.
You know the comedian Eddie Izzard?
Yes, of course we do. Yes.
Okay. He had a joke on one of his specials one time that said, "Hey, we left Plymouth in England, and where did we land? Plymouth in North America, because that's what they named it. They named it after the place they left.
Well, we have New
Not
England.
even New Plymouth. Not even New Plymouth.
No, I know. And then we have fucking New England. We have all of these places here that are named places from other places around. And like, there's like Paris, Indiana and shit. Like, why the fuck did you name it Paris, you fucking weirdos? Like,
There's places named Mars and Jupiter.
yeah, exactly.
Well, like New York used to be New
Excuse me, pardon
Amsterdam.
me.
Yeah, it did for a long time.
Hold on. Al, you're really, really quiet. And we're trying not to talk over you, but you're quiet.
I'm sorry. I have a lot.
Oh
of
yeah, Al, if you were trying to talk and I couldn't hear you, because you are really, really quiet. I'm sorry.
I tried to push up. I tried to push up your volume as much as I could.
Well,
okay,
he is a trucker.
Setting it, but I don't know if it's gonna
There's
help.
that.
I am a trucker.
I pushed up your volume, but
nobody knows if I have a nice voice or not because it's too low.
well, yeah. Well, in this stream, at least. I turned you up as much as I could. So,
thank you.
Anyways,
Thanks
go
for
ahead
trying.
really quick.
It might be a lost cause. I'm gonna go come back in and see if that helps.
Okay, try that right quick. But anyways, yeah, there is all these places that are named things, and if like you go to San Diego and you go into like I'm just gonna say the Italian, the old Italy. Everything's named everything Italian, from you know what I'm saying? Like from Italia. So same difference. I mean, there's things that are named things for things, and there are things from things. Like it's redonkulous. Okay, try one more time, Al.
Okay, testing, mic test, 1, 2.
Better, but
Better,
you're still
better,
quiet.
but not good. All right, well, I'm sorry.
Slightly better.
Slightly better.
Do better next time.
Still shitty.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, let's keep
Just
going
like me.
on with this idiocracy. Okay, let's go on with this.
And our God is so loving and kind enough to warn us
But he
before
will
he
burn you.
comes back.
For eternity.
Oh, yeah, but he's going
So-
to burn us all to death. In the
Yeah,
end.
he's still going to.
I've never read the Bible, obviously.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I'll say in here out loud for everybody to hear what I typed in chat earlier. If this is to end in fire, we will all burn together.
And we will all
Well,
go down together.
Yep.
At least I can throw all my marijuana on the fire and then.
Oh, hell
smoke-
yeah. I'm
smoke it
having
all
this big
in.
old bonfire, bunch of damn plants stacked up. Oh, yeah, smell that. Oh, can you smell that?
Yeah, at least I'll be stoned as fuck when I
Yeah,
go
exactly.
into the rapture.
Well, I mean, technically, the Bible's right. The world will burn, but it's going to be in about 3 to 5 billion years when the sun expands into a red giant. And yeah, we'll get roasted, toasted. But that's the way.
I think it's gonna be more that in 1,000-ish years or 100, the super volcanoes are gonna explode.
Oh,
And
well,
I
yeah,
think
there is
that's
that.
gonna probably be the downfall of the Earth, but I don't think
There
it's
is
gonna be for a
Yellowstone.
while.
Yeah, there's the Yellowstone caldera. And if that fucker goes off, we're screwed.
Because it would supposedly cause a chain reaction, and then I guess there's like one inside of another one, and blah blah blah, and it doesn't matter. Anyways, let's keep blowing up. Carrie says there are 2 hells in the world. One is Norway, and one is Michigan. I
I
will.
think there's more than 2.
I will rebut that, and I will say Kansas is one of the other ones, if not a replacement for Michigan. But anyways, I fucking hated fucking Kansas.
Let's see.
Hey, I've been through Kansas, man. That place is fucking flatter than the ocean.
Dude,
Oh my God.
when we were driving through there, every like 10 miles or something, the freeway would bend, and you'd see cornfield, anti-abortion,
Billboard.
not poster, billboard, and then we'd see gun shop, church, porn store and a liquor store, then as soon as a couple miles later you turn the corner and it would be the exact same thing. I literally turned to my father when we were driving through to deliver artwork to Omaha, Nebraska. I literally looked at him and was like, if I had a gun right now, I'd shoot myself in the fucking face, because god damn, this is so fucking annoying driving through this. I feel like it's Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, just tell him to stop and walk into the cornfield, and he who lives behind the rows will take you, and it'll be over.
Exactly. Exactly. Totally.
Nobody saw
the most
children
annoying.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I think I know what you're referencing, but that was the only state that I freaking was like, I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore. So,
Well,
okay,
Kansas got to me. Kansas got to me real bad. Oklahoma got to me real bad. But at least every once in a while, you'd see like a big hill in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Wyoming is not fun to drive through either, but it has a little bit more stuff. There's a lot of plains, but you do eventually get into a couple places, I guess is the best way to put it. And so there is technically more scenery than it is those other states.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's keep going on.
And a little fun thing, those empty areas, they're bigger than the fucking country I live in.
Yeah,
they are.
Oh, sure.
Colorado
are tiny compared to where I live.
Yeah, Colorado is fucking huge. So Carrie says that they got their radishes and spinach in the outside planters, and they have the leaf lettuce still to plant. Awesome.
Stop showing off. It was snowing here last week.
Yeah. So anyways, let's blow on.
Oh, never mind.
Let's blow on with this.
Conspiracy bros have more in common with the.
Okay. I thought she was, but let's get into.
Talking to John about conspiracies.
No, she's talking to her co-host about it.
Yeah, that's
the
John.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from TYT or some shit. Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
John,
so that's what we
he's
were.
like a host of the. I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but
the damage report.
The damage
but anyways,
report.
yes,
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So that's what we were watching.
Ooh, we got cleavage
from. Yeah. And let's go ahead and listen to this idiocracy. I'm gonna start playing this, and I'm gonna get another burr, and when I come back, then we'll stop and see. But literally, all we need to do is just play this full thingy.
Millions of Americans across North America and the United States had the rare chance to watch a solar eclipse. The total solar eclipse, which has been nicknamed the Great American Eclipse for its long path over North America, was visible in 15 states. And there were varying views of a partial eclipse where they were enjoyed throughout the rest of the country, including by members of our team here in DC and in New York. Remember, it was only back in August of 2017 that the last solar eclipse cut across the United States. And just like today, Americans throughout the country paused their days to safely gaze at the sun through their protective shades, with, of course, the notable exception of this guy.
Good.
In past millennia, solar eclipses used to be tied to
Fuck you,
mass
son.
superstition and fear a long time ago. But now they're instead rare moments of collective awe.
Yes, that was a photo of Trump staring at the fucking. He probably.
I love the way they just know how stupid he is. Everyone knows the world knows how stupid this man is, but he still gets that support. I don't know. I can never understand that.
It's because
Groundhog Day.
It's because there's a lot of people that think, oh, he not use big words. I understand he say what.
No, it's because he's a rich white man and
he uses the bestest words. You should know that.
Yeah, no, but the dumbasses see him as their champion. Like, if a dumbass like him can be this rich, which he isn't.
If he was rich, he'd bail his own ass out.
Yeah, no, but like that, they're success. He's the success story of the dumbasses.
I love watching his
That's why they pray to him.
His media stock just tank at the moment, and he can't do fuck all about it.
Yes,
it's going to be worthless. But by the time he can sell his shares in 6 months, it'll be worthless.
Yes. So the reason that all of these white trash or rich white people or white peoples in the Americas really like Trump is because they think if he gets back in, they can say the N-word again and be racist because he was giving that the opportunity. And the reason why the billionaires are pushing it so hard to the dumbasses, but with propaganda, is because they're going to get their tax cuts from him.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
the
this
stupid
weird
thing with that is like everybody, oh, why you like them? Oh, for the tax cuts. But those
Yeah.
tax cuts don't involve you. They involve the people that make
The billionaires.
multiple of
See,
what
look,
you make
the
in your
Illuminati's getting-
lifetime. And they make that in a week, and like those people get that.
Illuminati. Yeah. But anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and blow with this. So Marjorie Green Twat said, God is sending America strong signs to tell us to repent. Earthquakes and eclipses. Many more things to come. I pray our country listens. That's not how the world works. That's not how any of this works.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Exactly.
Dunk.
Okay, let's get into this one, which is not a conspiracy theory. It's just somebody's ignorance.
But in a way, say all those things together would maybe lead one to believe that either climate change exists, or something is returning.
Climate change doesn't. Yes, but it has nothing to do with eclipses. The eclipse did not happen because of climate change.
Yeah, that was going to happen.
Man. Yeah,
no matter what the
that bitch is
temperature.
dumb. She's dumb.
Or no matter what the
No.
No. Come on. We all know like the climate change cost to you. So I can't even fucking say it as a joke.
I know.
Going back to what Rick said earlier about destroying the planet being destroyed in 5 to
A Georgia woman is behind
3
bars
to
after
5
going on a
billion years. I think we'll fuck it up long before that.
Oh, we done fucked it up.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Done fucked up.
Yeah, we done fucked it up.
That's why
change is going to cause irreprehensible. Never mind.
Science shows
irreversible.
During lockdown, science showed that the Earth was actually, repairing itself in a way.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, there was some.
Yeah.
No, but like the other day there actually was a court case in the court for human rights it was like governments are not doing enough, and like the people starting the case against the government, they were said like, yeah, you're right, you could do more. So like, and there's more cases like that pending. That's
let's
a
hope
good
that we
thing.
get more of that happening. But anyways, let's blow on with this right quick. This is not well, actually, I can't say that it's not conspiracy. So here we blow on with this idiocracy.
A Georgia woman is behind bars after going on a shooting spree on I-10, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. A 22-year-old woman told hotel workers in Holmes County that she had been directed by God to go on a shooting spree about the solar eclipse, and that not long after she left the hotel in a purple Dodge Challenger driving to the interstate, traveling west, shooting into 2 cars. One of the drivers was shot in the neck, the other grazed in his arm. Talon Nichelle Celestine is charged with attempted murder, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and improper discharge of a firearm. During a search of her car, troopers say they found an AR-15 and a 9mm handgun.
Jesus
Christ.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
America's so fucked up. It really is. These governments.
America. And God talked to her.
Yeah.
And said, yeah.
I mean,
No, that is exactly what it was. No, she shot at people. God told her.
I know.
to
That's
shoot
what I
people.
don't understand. That's what
I don't know.
If the eclipse
either.
is your enemy, why are you shooting at random fellow motorists?
Hey, people are fucking nuts, man.
Fuck. I don't.
Why would you fuck? Okay, like then you do have like a micro penis if you're fucking a nut, right?
Sure.
What?
Well, it matters on which nut.
Well, if you can,
it's pretty big.
if a nut fits around your dick, like then that is really small. Never mind.
Well, a coconut. There's a coconut. So, anyways,
but a coconut is not a
know
nut.
if a coconut is a nut.
Most likely,
You
she
can
either
milk.
has.
You can milk a coconut, which does put it back
Yes.
in the nut territory.
Yes, but most likely she is dealing with a bout of schizophrenia. If not, it's meth psychosis or other drugs that she was under at the time.
Well,
'Cause
or bipolar syndrome. I read something that 90-something% of people who have bipolar have never been diagnosed with it. And that's I'm gathering that's a lot of people. And bipolar on the spectrum can give, auditory hallucinations and quite possibly, in some cases, actual hallucinations.
Well,
yeah, I think
so that's more rare. It's mainly auditory.
Yeah, I think that's not. It's not.
Oh, hey, I knew a guy. that he'd hear shit and see shit that wasn't there. And yeah, that's what was wrong with him. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it does happen, and I guess, like, you know, I'm just glad the Americans are smart enough not to prevent those people from having unfettered access to firearms.
Oh, wait,
That's the main point, isn't it?
So, anyways, yes.
You find a loaded gun in as a prize in a bottle of a cereal box and things like that.
Exactly.
Americans.
You go to Walmart and buy local bread and they give you a free gun. Anyways, let's blow on with this.
McDonald's Happy Meals in Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
In the box.
Here's
play with it outside.
As they say. Yeah, exactly. Similarly.
No guns in the house.
Anyways, let's go ahead and exactly. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with this idiocracy, and because we could talk about that all day long as well.
Okay, now this is bonkers because billions of bugs are going to emerge out of the ground on April 8th.
Yeah, I heard about
Get ready, Chicago.
We're not talking about the
They've already been doing it for like a week.
Eclipse. 2 broods of cicadas.
Cicadas were set to see billions, possibly even more cicadas this spring.
What makes this rather unusual is that both broods are emerging during the same year.
We used to call them locusts.
It has just been revealed that during America's much anticipated eclipse,
yeah, I read about it.
Something else incredible is about to happen. Billions and billions of cicadas are going to burst out of the earth after being dormant for over 13 years. But listen.
Ooh, that's what they always do.
I recognize this guy's voice. He's a total fucking nutter, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know who this is. Honestly, I just found him this morning.
If this guy isn't a nutter, he's the cousin of a total nutter.
No, we definitely know that he is one saying this because, yes, because something happens doesn't mean that is a reason for your idiocracy to think of it, right? It's what correlation isn't causation or something like that, right?
No. In conspiracy theories, correlation is direct causation.
Yeah, If I can,
reason for mass panic as well.
If I can ask the question of it, then it must be fucking true because disprove my double negative.
If you can think it up, somebody's going around with a firearm, discharging it all over the fucking place over it.
Exactly, similarly. So once again, yes, these things are coming out for this. Yes, the eclipse is happening. Did a weird earthquake happen in New York a couple of days ago? Of course.
Yeah.
Does that mean that there's a thing other than what I think it is I think that climate change actually caused that to happen over there.
Well,
but everything else we're talking about
cause an earthquake though, like is that a thing?
If the drying of things or the lack of water over certain tectonic plates or something is happening, I don't know.
That I can
Need more
imagine
lube.
changes in in concentration of mass in a certain area because of water drying up. I can understand that, yeah.
Or heat or cold happening in places that it normally doesn't. I don't know what that does to tectonic plates, but again,
I don't know
I'm
either.
not
That
going.
does sound plausible at least.
Yes, but I'm not going to claim that is a thing.
You're not a meteorologist.
I'm not an anythingologist, obviously.
You're
I'm
not a
just a
meteorologist, but
carny.
you'll take a look. I don't know if that joke works.
You're an analogist.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a
an
proctologist. That's
analogist because I have a lot of experience putting things up people's butts, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, so all of
Tectonic
those
plates
things
are constantly
happening.
moving, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah, no, of course, and you never know why they're going to slam together, or why
Yeah,
one
but
is
there are
going to
like
go under
other
one.
there's seismic movement. Not
And then
necessarily
there's
just from
there's also two different versions of tectonic plates. There's ones that rub across each other, and there's ones that go over the other one. So like I don't know which one though.
Yeah, fault lines have more than one type. I think you mean fault line, not the whole like.
Well, I thought the
continental
plates.
but yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
thought
no, you're right.
I don't know.
Big-
I don't know.
big land
How they
masses
get
have
together.
faults in different spots.
Anyways. So those three things happening around each other does not mean the apocalypse. And you want to know how we know that? Today, the apocalypse isn't happening, you dumb cunts.
April 9th is pretty good proof.
We're still
that it
here.
didn't happen.
Yeah. And I was hoping for the goddamn fucking human sacrifice and the blood orgies, but no. And anyways, let's keep going on with this idiocracy.
This event has not happened for over 200 years. But there
No, 13 years, you dumb cunt.
is another event that has got the entire internet talking, and it's also going to happen on the 8th of April. But personally, I'm not so sure what I make of it. There are 3 big theories surrounding the solar eclipse, which will go across 13 states, and it will last for 4
Dun, and it's gonna last 4 hours.
4.5 minutes. And all of this will
4.5 minutes, and then the apocalypse happens.
happen in a matter of days on April the 8th. Now, as usual, as I share these theories, just know that I am not endorsing them in any way just yet.
But you're just throwing them out there.
He will.
You're
He
wrong.
will. He's not going to tell you which one yet.
Yeah.
I'm just sharing the information. And a bit later on, if you are willing to listen,
Okay, we're gonna go to
predicted
here.
heavy cloud cover on April the 8th, which is obviously a very interesting prediction because it's not often you hear the weathermen making predictions 2 months in advance. Oh,
Actually, you could have
No,
somebody.
and why would they do that? Might that have something to do with that little fact that there is gonna be eclipse and people want to know if they can see it?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
they
and
can,
if you-
they can see trend lines. They can't tell you whether or not there's going to be a rain shower in a particular acre of land, but they can tell you what the trend is for precipitation and temperature.
So my ex-wife, hey Tubian, my ex-wife was a meteorologist for the Marines, and she told me even the Marines, we don't fucking know what's actually going on. We're looking at past weather storm patterns that we've gotten the data from, and we're using that data to predict things in the future. So if we don't have enough data for certain things, then we technically can't predict it. So they were able to predict this through looking at past weather patterns and saying there may be a chance that it's overcast. And guess what happened? It wasn't fucking overcast, you dumb cunt. And that's another thing you're fucking wrong about, you idiot. They predicted it because that's what their fucking job is, being a meteorologist. But
in a lot of places it was kind of overcast. Like
a
if you
little
could
bit.
see Skips' pictures, and if you saw
okay, you're right.
Amber Stream,
You're right.
Like it was
You're right.
overcast, and I think actually on Amber Stream you could see it was actually cool that it was slightly overcast because you could see the shadow move over the clouds.
Through the clouds, yes. Okay.
Yeah, like
So yeah, again, sure. They are able to look at weather patterns in the past and come up with and model that told them that that was a possibility. And I guess it did happen a little bit more. It didn't happen where I was. But yeah, if you look at Skitz's photos and other people's, then you'll see all of that stuff and things. But anyways, let's blow on a little bit more with this weirdo saying
weird shit.
I want to get to the third one. Because it's hilariously silly.
So that only leaves us with our final theory, the Jonah theory. Now, guys, again, I'm going to be super honest with you. There are a lot of Christians that have mixed opinions on this particular theory. Jesus Christ said, no one will know the day, no one will know the hour, not even the angels in heaven will know when the Son of Man will return. So I want to just reiterate this point very emphatically one more time. As I give you this information, that doesn't mean I'm agreeing with it. I'm just keeping you in the loop. And a little bit later on,
So I'm just going to tell you some bullshit that I pulled out of my arsehole or found somewhere, but I'm not going to claim it because I don't want to be responsible if it doesn't fucking happen.
British Christian,
Why
I'm
are
going
they
to give you
referencing
my
an
thoughts.
allegory? Why are they referencing
on
an
this?
allegory?
Because they're fucking silly.
Jonah theory draws from another theory by the biblical scholar and archaeologist Donald Wiseman. He spent much of his life studying ancient Assyria, and what we do know is that during the reign of the Assyrian king Jeroboam, he reigned between the years 786 and 746 BC, not BCE. During this time, there was a very notable eclipse called the Bur-Sigil. Now, because we know from 2 Kings 14, verse 25, that Jonah prophesied.
Yeah, we know that from the. Never mind.
During Jeroboam's reign, Donald Whiteman has speculated that this eclipse could have happened when Jonah arrived in Nineveh. You probably know where we're going with this right now, because Jesus.
Okay, so some dude arrived in some place, and that day it happened to be an eclipse, and because most of the world didn't understand how to know one of those things were happening, other than like certain governments or the higher ups, let's say, like they're not going to always tell people, or maybe that place didn't, that town, city, whatever, didn't know what was going on, and so happenstance.
I think like even the higher ups didn't know, but like some of the scholars and like people that studied things knew.
Sure, but again, it didn't trickle down to the peasants or the people that were everyday people. Let's put it that way.
Christ had a rebuke for all those people who were desperately seeking a sign from God. He said, no sign will be given to it except
for the fact that eclipses happen exactly when we know they are, and they're a timed thing. So this isn't a thing that just happens because God's trying to give us a sign, you dumb cunts.
See, this is the end of the Mayan calendar thing. This is the same fucking mindset as people who had, the world's going to end when the Mayan calendar runs out. No, it didn't.
No, and
the Mayan calendar didn't end.
Well, it reset.
It's like saying like, on the December 31st, like the world will end because then our calendar ends. No.
You know what? They go on cycles. You can reuse calendars.
The calendar
other
resets.
Years if they line up over and
well,
over again.
It was either reset or I can't make an infinity fucking
well, yeah, there's that
round thing, so I can only go for so far until I'm like I got to give up, right? I mean,
can't
like
count whatever,
yeah.
Ready
Do you
for
want
the
me
9999 virus on the computer?
Yeah. Let's wait for the Y2K thing bullshit. But anyways,
it's Y10K. It's Y10K we gotta watch out for, because then we gotta change everything up.
Well, at least it wasn't the Y2KKK. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Can I point out that this guy is projecting all his knowledge from a fucking biblical scholar.
Oh yeah, he's put in the little rip about BCE too.
And we already talked about the fucking whale thingy-mabobber. All of this is just regurgitated.
Why are you talking about dorks online here?
It reminds me of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where all the dolphins and whales and shit leave the planet because they know it's going to get blowed up.
Thanks for all the fish.
So long, and thanks for all the fish. That is a
Exactly.
great one, Rex. Thank you.
And
Breaking that
when
one
I know this doesn't exactly have a thing to do, but when that whale was falling through the sky and was contemplating stuff until it hit the
Yeah.
I love the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
But it was coming up with all the right words, though.
No, it's like, oh, what am I experiencing? Oh, this is a thing. Should I call it wind or whatever? Anyways.
Oh, what's this big white thing coming at me? I think I'll call it the ground. Bat.
Hey, you gotta name it as you call them as you see them.
I think I'm gonna try to make friends with this thing. Slam. Anyways, let's keep blowing on.
The prophet Jonah. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the great fish, so will the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart.
Okay, so how is that gonna be a thing?
That wasn't even possible.
Being
longer than Jesus stayed dead. The first Easter, just in case
You will be digested in its belly slowly over 1,000 years.
That's the Sarlacc, right?
No.
Sarlacc. In the pit of,
Sorry, but a whale eats plankton.
Cartoon. I can't remember what that pit was called.
A sperm whale will eat fish. It's got teeth.
But they didn't say it was a sperm whale.
Well, they didn't say what kind of whale it was, and they also said it was a fucking fish.
I thought it was a blue whale. A whale and a fish isn't the same thing. A sarlacc isn't a whale either. I don't even think it's a cetacean of anything.
I'm glad you got that.
I think a guy living in a whale is actually more plausible in the Bible than fucking Noah and his magical zoo boat.
I've met lots of people who live in whales. My Welsh uncle is
technically Rev lives in a whale, but
I was just thinking.
No, he lives with.
Anyways,
that's a low blow.
Anyways, that's a
yeah,
gray
but
blow.
like with her, like low blows are allowed.
I do pray to God.
Evil fucking cunt.
I do pray to God that one day we'll have a shiny-free fucking show. Please, God.
Hell no, I'll make sure that'll not.
I don't even watch shit about them anymore. I'm just, they ain't gonna.
The only
They'll
way
disappear one day, and it'll be for the reason that I'm thinking of.
It'll be way better.
You can prevent shanty fires.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
Is G-Man still a thing?
The only way that Shanny can blow is laying down, so it's a low blow no matter what. Okay, let's keep going. So, anyways,
Can she even
not anymore, I don't think, without help. I'm not going to go further into anything. So, anyways, so the globalists, obviously, they want to make the big push for evil, negative energy, says Mr. Myers about the eclipse. They want to inject the seed of every new year with negative energy because that's what they harvest. All of these things are about freaking the solar eclipse. We already talked about Major Twat. Okay, well, this is Mr. Jones. Said April 8th, solar eclipse, Masonic rituals planned worldwide to usher in the New World Order.
Why does everybody think Freemasons are evil?
I don't
you know what they do? Mostly they sit around and get drunk and smoke cigars and tell stories.
And they set up charitable events too. They're terrible.
They made really, really awesome fucking buildings. I mean, they're really good. They're
That's
really
a different
good.
kind of Mason, I think.
And some of them do fun streams and stuff like that, right?
Some of them make spaghetti.
Yes, and one of them widows. But anyways, let's go ahead. They're using the solar eclipse to as a justification for the nefarious plan they're intending to carry out. Dun dun dun. Let's see. I didn't think I went past what Alex Jones said.
Oh fuck! I'd like you to.
Oh, he said the globalists believe that believe these events will have special powers and that they will somehow summon the Egyptian gods, the
It's
Egyptian
not the
rituals or
globalists that
something,
think
right?
it's got magical powers. It's you, weird twats.
Yeah, it's you dumbasses.
Yeah, it's a fucking eclipse. It's just a
Exactly.
creepy way of saying.
Why get left out? Oh, sorry.
It's just a creepy way of saying that the cosmos is constantly on the move.
Exactly.
You dumbasses can't fucking figure it out why.
Exactly similarly. So we already went over them talking about it going over the towns that are all named the same thing. So we're not going to do that. I thought this had more. Oh well. I thought that had more of what the thingy mabobbers were for the what the idiots said. We already went over Major Green Twat. We didn't go over her boyfriend yet. I know I have that somewhere.
Wait, there's somebody.
Oh, here we blow. What?
Somebody interested in that.
What's Los?
Well, you mentioned her having a boyfriend. I was like, wait, what? Somebody's interested in that?
Oh, just wait till you see what he motherfucking looks like. If you don't know what her fucking new boy toy is, oh my Jesus Christ, you're in for a fucking surprise. So, anyways, yes, everybody help out the mangoes with her goal.
With
and
the stuff and the things.
What meatballs where did meatballs come from? What did I say? I don't know what that reference is, but I'm loving that there's meatballs in my side chat for some reason. I don't know. With
I'd rather have them on my plate.
And I don't know how to say that word. But anyways, let's keep blowing on. So here is Major Green Twat's boy toy talking at his arse hole. So here we blow. I'm going to get straight into the douche nozzle. And once you see him, oh my Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is her new boy toy.
Holy fuck!
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, that's
actual fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is MTG's boyfriend, isn't it? He's just fucking got about 4 working brain cells, and they are fucked.
And they're popping as we speak. Barely regenerating. He's probably on his last quarter of one. Look at
he's smooth brained, isn't he? Obviously.
Yeah, he's completely. He thought it was a good idea to in his car in a fucking what's it mode go on with his hair looking like that and him looking like this to say these things. And exactly, he's got a forehead of monstrous.
I thought it was going to be Herschel
Yeah,
Walker.
he's making my eyes hurt.
It's like a drive-in movie theater.
Exactly. No, you could definitely project something off his motherfucking forehead. And look at those squinty ass fucking like beady eyes and his mouth and everything. It's just this. He looks like a fucking Bond villain almost. You know what I'm saying?
He looks like
version.
He looks like an old chili.
No,
well, I just hear banjos when I look at him.
He's not the mastermind. He's just the henchman.
Yeah, he's okay. I agree. He's the henchman. He looks like the third cousin of his sister wife. Anyways, let's go.
He's his own grandpa.
Yeah, exactly.
And my own grandpa.
He's his own cousin. Is what I'm gonna say.
Well, all I can tell y'all about this round here up here, don't stare. You see something like that, you don't stare at it. You just take a glance and look away and go, what did I just fucking see?
Yeah, exactly. For sure. Good old Appalachians. Anyways, let's go on with this.
Classic weekend, and here's why. This might be the last normal weekend that we have for quite some time. I mean, we've got this solar eclipse on Monday, this very rare solar eclipse. Who knows what the fallout from that will be? Plus, that will be combined with several.
It's a thing that we knew about was going to happen for like 1,000 years. Why is this a surprise for you idiots that don't understand how cosmology works? You fucking twats.
earthquakes. We've already seen a few already. And why not sprinkle in this infestation?
And then every single day, we have about 20 earthquakes around the Americas itself. Around the world, 50 or something like that. Did one happen in a weird spot in New York? Fuck yeah. I am not going to discredit that and not say that was a thing, because normally you do not have earthquakes in that place. And
Well,
did in South America or some other place they have another one as well and a lot of things fell down? Yes, but that doesn't mean that the rest of the other things are correlating into this being a thing. But go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, technically, it happened in New Jersey, but because of the geological makeup of the eastern part of the United States, we have a lot of granite. And when an earthquake happens, it's like ringing a bell. It
goes
spread. Yeah, goes further.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
It'll spread over legs. Never mind.
And yeah, Major Three-Toed Twat. If you've not seen Major Green Twat's feet, go ahead and Google that bullshit. Have fun with that. Google Major Green Twat's feet. It's fucking horrible. I think she's a Neanderthal. She's always anti-trans and anti people doing other sports for things and stuff and things, and then all this like pushing for stuff. Bitch, you look like a Neanderthal. You look like a fucking man
Well,
in
this
a
is
dress.
it. You put a blonde wig on him, and that's MTG right there.
Exactly. So it's like, bitch, if you're anti people looking like other people or other genders, you literally look like a fucking dude in a dress with a fucking horrible fucking hair dye job. Anyways, let's blow on.
Of locusts that have been dormant for
locusts. They're cicadas. Okay, look. We pause right here. They're cicadas. You know what they're going to do? I'm going to make a few predictions about what the cicadas are going to do. They're going to crawl out the ground up a tree. They're going to molt. There'll be those little shells you find hanging to the tree.
Yep.
Those are cicada molts. All right. They're going to fly and find each other and fuck and die after they plant eggs in the ground.
Yes.
Boom. That's all that's going to happen.
Well, the other thing that's going to happen that we just have come to find out, and the reason we've only just recently figured this out, and yes, it looks like his hair is slipping off the back of his head for sure. It looks like he's yelling so loud that his hair is trying to escape off the back of his head. Anyways, the other thing that's going to happen, which we've only come to find out because of how rare it is, they actually have a rare form of STIs that will burn off the genitals of some of the males. And then they die right after that. So they have a weird sexually transmitted disease that for some reason burns off the male genitals. I don't know the rest of it because I read it, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So other than that, nothing else is happening weird, you psychopaths. And
there'll be a lot of noise. There will be a shit ton of their church.
Oh, it's gonna be loud as
that
fuck,
goes,
for sure. But there's nothing else happening besides all of that bullshit, which once again, we've known about all of these things for a gazillion years. And if you probably would have talked to somebody who studies earthquakes, they probably could have predicted that at some point in time, certain earthquakes were going to happen in certain places, looking at the geological data and the plate tectonics and all the things and the stuffs and things. And with the climate change, again, I'm not going to claim that it takes into account, but I'm guessing that it probably does. Yeah, seismology. Seismologist. Anyways, let's blow on with
they
this.
Measure they measure the good vibrations of the earth.
Yeah,
well, also the bad vibrations.
The truth is, these MAGA Republicans and people that support MAGA, like this guy, Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend, have never studied anything in their life. They'll look at a Bible and say, well, yeah, that's it. Obviously, it's the end of days, because they're all fucking bobbleheads.
No, they have no. You're giving them too much credit.
No, there's still
they found somebody that said they know about the Bible. They told them something, and they believe it.
Yeah, no,
they've not fucking looked in the Bible.
It's down the chain.
So they've gone to YouTube University. Go morons. That's where they get all their info. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
What were you saying, Al?
Somebody.
Well, I was just
Oh,
saying,
hey, Jason,
one of my
the
colleagues came up
airborne
to chat
rabies
with me, and I
virus
missed
would
it.
be like out of 28 days.
Sorry,
would be-
Rex, what was he kept yapping?
I'm
reading the
I'm
chat.
not trying to talk over people.
No. People are talking over you this time.
Go ahead,
Can you
Al.
hear me
and
now?
then we'll-
Did my sound come back?
You're a bit quiet. That's why it happens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because usually I'm a loudmouth. I'm a loud motherfucker a lot of the time.
Yep.
Yeah, one of my colleagues came up to chat to me in the yard here, and I turned my audio off, and then I came back, and I'm like, we still got fucking forehead motherfucker on here.
Yes.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden there's a forehead on your screen.
Jeez,
So anyways,
four heads is more like it. Jesus.
He's 5 heads at least.
Oh yeah.
Maybe 6.
So
But
did you see the new name I came up with for Marjorie Toes Gangrenous?
Yes, we went over that. Yes, we went over
okay.
that.
Fuck. Okay, I didn't know. I missed the whole fucking thing, and it was my own joke.
Yes. So anyways.
I had one for Alina Haber. Haber the Horrible. I thought that was funny.
She's a Hobbit the Horrible. Anyways, the airborne rabies. That's a great one.
Broken bit.
Sure. So shitting in public toilets, you have a fear of it. I totally understand that for sure. His hair sits at a 90-degree angle, totally, and that's the proof of the globe. Is his hairline. Anyways,
he stuck a fork in a light socket and it permanently damaged his hair to make it look like that.
He looks like one of them things you get at the fairground. It's like
also what's under there?
A troll.
Cotton candy.
I was gonna say it looks
trolls.
like a beaker
the
ran through a fucking car wash with the
he's totally beaker. Okay, so let's blow on.
Years, and all of a sudden will attack mankind. So why not? Then throw in Joe Biden trying to get into a war with Iran for whatever reason he wants to do that. So on that note, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week, or maybe not.
So you had to pull that bullshit in, and he said that the cicadas are going to attack us for no reason.
Oh, did he?
Well,
he literally said that the cicadas. Well, yeah, because his hair.
This fucking cryptic.
Holy fuck! Is that?
This is America's mayor.
Oh, that's
if you
Dracula.
Don't know who it is,
okay.
It's Rudy Giuliani,
Count Giuliani,
aka the New York vampire. You can tell by the color of his skin. Yeah. It looks like Red Skull. It totally looks like Red Skull. Oh my god, that's so fucking good, Jason. God damn it.
Well, he is red. Oh man, and
at least he put shoe polish in his hair. So I mean,
his hair ain't running. So
there's that.
Well, his hair plugs never stayed in. But let's keep going. I'm going to push play, and then I'm going to grab my pot from over there, and I'll be back in a couple seconds because we'll let this play for like 30 seconds because Jeebus Christ, you got to fucking hear this bullshit.
You making spaghetti?
Communist state of New York. And then we were in the state of Connecticut, and we just escaped all of the earthquakes. And then we got to Massachusetts, which probably had some earthquakes. And we got to New Hampshire with no earthquakes, which is telling me that somebody's sending us a message. The communist states are getting earthquakes. I think that's what look at California.
Communist states?
You can't have more earthquakes than California. You want to figure out why?
We left is one of confusion.
What?
Yeah,
wasn't he the mayor of that communist?
The communists have been digging under the USA forever to plant these mini bombs.
Tunnels everywhere, man. It's the Chinese and the Mexicans too.
Is Emma talking about this too?
I don't 100% remember exactly what he said, but I'm not gonna make
go
you
sell some
suffer through that again.
No, but is Emma talking about the earthquakes, or this is a different piece?
A city in New York?
Not when it was communist.
No, she's talking about when he was mayor.
Oh, when he was the mayor, and it wasn't a commie state back then. It was a
Yeah, until somebody else came in.
It was a fascist
Then-
socialist fucking regime under Mayor Julian.
Yeah. Major Julie Twat. Okay, let's see.
Have you ever?
Let's try to get through. Okay, we'll go through the solar eclipse part, and then if you've never heard about the sacrificing of the red cow, we're
Oh
gonna
man, let's watch that.
barely.
Let's watch that.
we're
That
bar-
sounds good. Yeah.
We're barely
What?
gonna get into that. You'll find out. Just give me a second. So let's do this. So
Well, I mean,
for
we've
the-
talked about the eclipse horse shit to death. So I mean,
Yeah, I know. Why not?
there's only there you pounded it into mush. Good job.
So the way for the revelations to happen, to get the 4 horsemen to come down and then bring the Judas down with the rod of iron
horse?
and the blah blah blah, and yeah, the 4 horsemen of the
Slim's
you have
already
to
here.
have you have to have multiple things happening in a row. So one it has to be Israel has to be fighting for something. The 12 tribes of Judah have to appear. The Jews have to sacrifice a red cow. Let them explain and how all of the biblical things, and they think the apocalypse. The eclipse and a handful of other things are the showing us the end times, even though we all know that Revelations was written about the time of Nero or around those times and not nowadays. But
Oh yeah.
what did the Israel do just recently? You'll find out. We'll just get into this.
Cow start Armageddon in the Middle East in April 2024? And what does this have to do with Israel's war on Palestine's Gaza? On the 100-day anniversary of Israel's brutal assault on
It's
Gaza,
from Texas.
Hamas spokesman Abu Ubaidah released a video explaining the motivations behind the group's incursion into Israel on October 7th. Alongside Israel's continued occupation of Palestine, he also mentioned the bringing of red cows into the occupied Palestinian territories. Ubaidah was referring to the plans of numerous right-wing Israeli groups who believe that a red cow must be
They feel it's
sacrificed in
delicious.
order
I'm
for the
just saying.
Jews.
And I don't know why it's this weird red cow thing, but supposedly they need to bring the red cow into, and then let's go a little bit further, and then we'll talk about exactly the
to
things.
progress plans to demolish the Al-Aqsa Mosque and build the fabled Third Temple in its place. It might sound like a conspiracy theory, but hardliner Israeli group the Temple Institute have already purchased and imported 5 red Angus heifers from Texas.
That cost
$500,000. Of $500,000. They have been grazing in a kibbutz in the occupied West.
But
around here.
They've been
What?
around but they did this in 2022. Just remember that. We're now 2 years past. They already have done this. This is not a new thing. They didn't just recently do this.
Bank since 2022, with reports that the sacrifice is planned to take place as early as April 2024. The sacrifice of the red heifer has its roots in the Torah and the Talmud, and it is believed that the ritual is necessary to purify the Jews so that they can pray at the Al-Aqsa compound. The sacrifice will reportedly take place on a plot of land on the Mount of Olives facing the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The cow must be completely red, including its hooves, and must be around 3 years old at the time of sacrifice. Following the sacrifice, the ashes of the cow are due to be mixed with water and used to purify selected Jewish priests and their adherents. Since occupying East Jerusalem in 1967, right-wing Zionists have long sought to build a third temple in place of the Al-Aqsa Mosque.
So that's what it is. It is Israel needs to be at war for something. Then the 12 tribes of Judah need to appear, and then the third mosque needs to be built after they sacrifice the red cow, and then blah blah blah. Like, they're just trying their hardest to get all of these things to come together so that they can have
Yeah, but like Slim, come on, everybody knows like timing it so you come together, like that's pretty hard, and you really need to know your partner, right?
or if you're
Oh,
if
we're
you're
talking about coming together in a different way. Sorry.
or if you're shooting an
Hey,
orgy,
Fred.
then I mean definitely you all want to jizz on each other or squirt on each other all at once. I mean, we have been talking about doing the squirting competition, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, let's go on.
While initially the goal
Anybody
only of fringe
interested in
groups
joining
such
that?
as the Temple Institute,
Yeah.
the plan has been mainstreamed in recent years,
I was wondering
with
what
groups of
distance,
settlers
speed,
regularly
volume.
storming.
Where are we at with that?
You're still very, very low. But again,
What?
this is the things they think that they can do to bring on the taking over of either the planet or the starting of the apocalypse.
Did anybody notice that Joe's eating beef jerky? And I'm wondering if it's from a roan cow.
Who's eating beef jerky? Where
Joe.
what?
Kentucky Atheist. His name is Joe.
Oh,
Do you not know
okay,
Joe?
okay.
We have to have
Well,
Joe on for a special.
I don't know
a
people's
special
I don't know
guest.
people's I don't know people's real names all the time.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I don't either. I don't either. But I happen to know Joe's name. So Joe has to come on for special a special
Oh, I
invite
see.
in the Slim stream.
What kind of beef?
Ah.
What kind of beef jerky are you eating? I know
What,
it says
what kind of
beef
cow
in
are
the
you
name.
jerking off?
Yeah,
Well,
what,
I know
what
it
kind
says
of cow have you got in your mouth?
I know it says beef in the name, but is it beef or is it other types of meat? Because
A lol cow.
yeah.
Do you know
Me and
JJ's name was Jason? That's freaking me out.
yeah. Oh my god. Anyways, me and my chef friend, we're looking at different types of jerky. We're going to be ordering. It's 8 different jerkies, I think, that I get. So I get alligator, shark, a bunch of other weird jerkies, kangaroo. So soon I'll have all these weird jerkies to be eating on stream, and then I'm gonna get a bunch of weird canned stuff.
And he's gonna be
And
jerking.
then we're gonna buy the insect mix pack. So it's gonna have a cicada, a scorpion, and a couple other things in it. There's 6 different things. So it's a spicy, sweet beef jerky. Awesome. Jack Slings. Yes, there's a lot of sugars and salts in those, but they are very, very good. So we'll be eating weird things on stream again. And once again, $50, I'll eat a scorpion. I still have a scorpion to eat. So, anyways, here we blow.
I've ate chocolate covered
Muslim
crickets
compound
before.
and attracting support.
Pretty good.
Yeah, the chocolate covered insects are good. During the Denver County Fair, my friend used to do a Sunday pancake breakfast, and they used batter that had crickets in it. So
Hey.
you could eat cricket batter, and actually it was pretty good, except for when you're picking the leg out of your teeth. But other than that,
Oh
it's
yeah, you
good.
get that crunch.
Oh yeah, the crunch was nice.
Wait, what was that?
Support from numerous politicians and commentators. Temple organizations have even submitted blueprints for the construction of the temple and prepared the ornaments it will hold. Last year, during the month of Ramadan, a temple movement activist was arrested after he and a group of Jewish extremists attempted to bring a goat into the Al-Aqsa compound for a ritual sacrifice. The decades-long Israeli excavations under the Al-Aqsa Mosque have also been condemned by international archaeologists and denounced by numerous authorities who say they are a means of weakening the foundations of the mosque to facilitate its demolition.
Jeebus. Okay, that's all we're gonna get into that one. But so yeah, let's just get into the idiocracy of Fox News.
Wow.
And let's hear them be idiots about
Total eclipse mania sweeps America. Millions across the country putting on these clunky paper sunglasses and looking up at
that the goddamn communists want you to wear so you don't. Never mind.
Oh
never mind.
yeah,
The afternoon
the,
light
the frame
plunged
is not
into darkness.
fancy, so they don't work.
Well, but
Well, and the
communist-
other thing is,
Paper, that's the thing that will help you, right?
Well, I mean, and apparently all the commies wear tie dye.
well, and the other thing is, these are goddamn like the face masks they made you wore during the COVIDs. If you wear these glasses, you're a communist. Anyways.
Yes, I have some glasses right here. Millions traveling from all over the world to be in the direct path, shelling out up to thousands of dollars just to snag a hotel room. Not one Airbnb available in the path of totality. Traffic jams, they were everywhere. Highway signs warning drivers to not pull over and look at the sun. Schools even closed early. And if you missed it, your next chance is in 2044 when Jesse Jr. turns 20.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get through all these idiots saying all this shit until we get to Greg Gutfeld, and just wait till you hear what he says about the fucking. Oh my Jesus Christ! You're welcome, everybody, for this.
In my opinion, this is worse than January 6th.
Whoa!
I think it's offensive how
no!
Fox has covered
Wait, a natural event is.
Just wait. What he says. Why? Just wait till he says why.
this clips, because what about the people who can't see it? And I'm not just talking about blind people, though I am in a way, but the millions suffering from climate insecurity.
Was that Trump?
What about them? The people suffering from gender confusion. It's systemic, astronomical
And
racism.
why cannot they
Forget
not
about
see
the
Systemic.
Why can't those people see it?
What is
What
systemic?
the actual
No, but really, why can't those people see it?
Because
Who
they're
is this
blind.
guy? Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh,
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
know
no, but like,
about fucking.
I don't know if I
Oh, he's got a
asked you
show
yet,
on
but
Fox.
why the fuck can those people not see it?
Because they
Oh,
don't live
the
in that
other
part of the
people,
fucking
yeah.
world, and if they
No,
wanted to,
no,
they
no,
could.
that's not what he was saying. He was saying people that suffer from climate insecurity and like what?
Agoraphobia.
listen to
Yeah,
what
they
he's
don't go the
saying.
fuck outside. No.
Yeah, let's listen to it. Let's listen to it one
Is
more
this the guy
time.
that
I'm gonna
thinks
go.
he's a right-wing comedian?
Yes, he totally thinks he's a right-wing comedian. He's
Okay.
one of them. He wears fucking sneakers and dresses like a little kid, and he like swings his hands and swings his feet and acts like a petulant
Gutfield.
child.
I don't know this
Yes.
guy. I'm
Luckily
glad
for
not to know
you.
him.
Yeah,
I feel
luckily you don't.
JJ, I'm happy. I'm happy you need to tell me who the fuck this is.
Yeah, no. This guy is a fucking dumb twat for sure. So once again, let's listen to the idiocracy that just sputtered out of this idiot's mouth. He never even thought about anything he said. He literally just sputtered out all of the anti left wing things he could to say that the Eclipse is somehow communist and socialist.
Suffering from climate insecurity. What about them? The people suffering from
Climate
gender
insecurity.
confusion. It's systemic, astronomical racism. Forget about the word black holes. There are celestial nicknames that are still being used, like Siamese twin galaxies and Eskimo nebulas. This is offensive. And I haven't even touched on the equity problem here. I boycott.
Okay,
But,
I
like-
just have to stop this every once in a while because
there
there's
a-
so
is
much
there a
stuff. I
cure
think
for
that
this
Yeah,
doctor?
no, but like, why can somebody? I sorry, I don't get his point. Why can't they see it? Like,
it's because all of these right wingers that are very, very evangelical and or so core white and rich or think they're money right wingers. That's what they want, is they just want to own the libs. They just want to make fun of the purple haired middle-aged women that want abortion but can't get a man because they're too old and ugly and they need to take a bath because they're hippies and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but
He's just
is what he's doing now. Is this part of his comedy routine, or is he or is he just as thick as pig shit?
He thinks this is funny, but he's that thick. He's so thick that he thinks this is funny because once again he's just sputtering out talking points against the the LGBTQ plus community, like I was saying, yeah, both. Exactly, Sumami. That's exactly a little of both. Yeah, yeah.
Can I just
He
say the
thinks
pig
this
in
is funny.
question has been on a
Sure.
consistent diet of gravy granules and fucking cement. That's how thick this fucking prick is.
Yeah, that's exactly what he ingests is this, and he is there to be the comic relief as the young man on the panel, even though he's
Wait. He's
definitely
the young
older
man.
than-
He
He's
looks
sup- well,
older than I
that's-
am.
Yeah, no,
the
he's
youngest
supposed to
fucker
be.
in the whole Fox sphere, I'm sure.
He's supposed to
see that.
be the childish one on the thing, even though Jesse
Yeah, the
Waters
childish one, but
is the
that
younger.
does not mean
younger one.
not mean that you're young.
No. So, anyways, let's blow on with this idiocracy.
Boycotted the Eclipse because there is no equity in how people were able to view this. Some people could go on a roof, other people had to stay on the street. I find that disgusting. But then I thought about it for a while, and I thought, you know what? The Eclipse, the reason why everybody hates the Eclipse, and let's be honest, we all hated it.
Who hates the Eclipse?
No, but like
is,
if he
protesting in the streets. Hold on.
No, but if he says it's unfair, so he's saying his God is a cunt because he made the world like that. He made so that some people can't see it. Right back at you, you dumb fucking cunt. Sorry.
Okay.
That's like
Yes.
that. Just fucking
Yeah.
piss me off.
He's
Easy
an
to get
asshole,
angry.
Now I'm gonna piss.
He's a piece of work apparently. I'm just getting to know him now for the first time, and I wish I hadn't.
Yeah, no, you're lucky that you don't know who this twat is. I have to fucking listen to his fucking
I mean,
shite
I knew
like
to say
once a
just
day.
breezed by Alex Jones, but this guy, I didn't know what I was fucking getting into.
Yeah, no, I have to watch the clips of him like every single fucking day, because he throws out the idiocracy that's so stupid.
You heard him, folks. Buy Slim another drink.
Yeah, please do. So, anyways,
it was stupid. It's the opposite of an earthquake. You cannot help but be disappointed by an eclipse with every anchor acting like they're having like a massive out-of-body experience. But an earthquake never disappoints you because it just shows up. It shows up, holy crap, this is an earthquake. So what is this moral?
So what you're getting mad at is cosmetology and us knowing when things happen, where earthquake is a surprise. Because we don't have enough data to let us know exactly where they are gonna appear or where the next one may be and how big it is. But fuck you, you fucking twat whistle.
For you. The moral is, as a human being, don't be an eclipse, be an earthquake. Don't build yourself up over and over and over again because you just disappoint. Instead, you show up and you surprise and you impress people. That's the lesson you learn from an eclipse. An eclipse though is like an earthquake in one sense. It allows you to strike up a conversation with strangers. For example,
What the actual fuck is he talking about?
I have no idea, and I never understand anything this fucking twat whistle ever fucking says. He's so dumb that he literally just sputters out the most fucking word salad that I've ever heard every time I fucking hear him talk, especially.
Whoa,
I-
Witless is
You
more words.
know what? He would fucking love if he got shot by a sniper. That would be a surprise. Oh,
Yeah, he would love
Like-
that allegedly.
fuck, man. No, yeah, I like earthquakes. Yeah, no, because he likes when people die apparently, and not when there's just something pretty to see up in the sky that doesn't happen that often.
Well, and he loves it.
Hell,
if
fucking no, Jason.
If he loves that, if they aren't white as well. But let's keep going on.
well, after the eclipse, I was walking out 6th Avenue and this woman was
See, wait, hold on. So what I want to show you is, see how he's wearing like sneakers, and his like suit doesn't exactly fit him 100%, and he's got the like cool haircut even though it looks like he is graying. He's supposed to be the young kid at the table. So look at the rest of the people at the table. He's the young Gen Zer, even though he's not. He's totally not. But that's what they want him to be.
This woman was approaching me. I'd say she's a 10, but that's objectifying. So she's like an 8. Anyway.
My Jesus Christ.
No, what?
And
No,
then he
you
goes
can't.
into fucking
They like
misogyny.
they were
This
hot.
guy would know comedy if it walked up and smacked him right in the fucking twat.
No, they hardcore right wingers do not know fucking comedy at all.
Anyway, I just go up to her and I say, wow, that was incredible. And she just looked into my eyes and she goes, yeah, I guess it was. And I go, Donald Trump's fundraiser was amazing. Did you see how much money?
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Oh, what a other loser.
Yep. Instead of him talking about the eclipse, he's like, oh, let's talk about some other bullshit. And he just said everybody hates the eclipse. Nobody wants it here. Nobody thought it was impressive. But he walked up to a beautiful lady, supposedly, and I don't believe this fucking happened. I believe this is a made-up story.
A beautiful woman would run away from him.
Yeah, and he said,
Probably
"Isn't that
called for help.
amazing?" After the eclipse, and she said, "Hell yeah!" And he goes, "Nah, about Trump. Nah, you dumb cunt. Fucking everybody loves the eclipse. Everybody had fun with it. We're all having fun with the eclipse and enjoying it. Even people that don't get to see it from around the world, where everybody's having fun with it still, and all the silly conspiracies and all this other things, and being able to see it live on feeds and in streams and people talking about it. There's a lot of buzz around it. Did the Americas get as much tourism around it as we thought? No, unfortunately, we didn't. But is everybody still having fun talking about it and doing things with it and talking about it and putting it on streams and showing it and then watching it? Yes, we're all having fun with that, you dumb cunt. Okay, so speaking of that, we're going to go ahead and end there because that's pretty much all we have for all of the stuffs and things. I did want to talk about the human sacrifices and the blood sacrifices that were supposed to happen, but after yesterday,
you didn't get clearance for that.
Well, I think we followed that, but because if you follow Trump, you're basically sacrificing your honor, your integrity, and you're going to lose everything anyway.
Totally.
No, we need to find a black goat with twisted horns. You've seen the picture of it.
Yeah.
And that's what we needed to sacrifice. Yeah.
Well, I think Giuliani, I think he probably owns one by the looks of it.
Yeah. And now she's a lesbian thanks to Gutfeld for fucking up the ratio. Exactly. Totally. And yes. It's Bohemian Grove. If you don't know what that is, everybody look up Bohemian Grove. Yeah, it's totally Bohemian Grove. The goat thing. So there we blow. Thank you very much for being here. Tomorrow we're doing Drunken News Report. I have the things and stuffs that I will present tomorrow. I have one more news source that I have to look up. Mango says, I was ready to make my sacrifice, but clearly no one else was. Jeez, goddamn you all cowards for not deciding to make your sacrifice.
Mango, so you also got shit to clean? That's annoying, ain't it?
Yeah. And Jinx, you don't need to hide anymore. You're okay. We passed the day of the goat sacrifices, and it didn't happen. So you're okay for another 100 years or something, right? Is till the next one that they say. Anyways, thank you all very much for being here. Thursday we're going over UFOs, aliens, UFOs, and AUFs or whatever the fuck is the new
UAF
term.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah, there we blow. And we're going over those. Yeah. I have a crap ton of photos, videos, and interviews that we're going to go over for that. So that's what we'll be going over Thursday, and then Friday we'll see if the Pippa Maroney is going to be doing a stream. If not, we might do something. We'll see about the weekend. I don't have a gig until 4/20, and I'll be performing at the Joint in Fort Collins. I know most of the people that are listening to this now and later are not around my area, but if you want to see me perform in a week or so or 2 weeks, I'll be performing there, and we'll talk about that more in the near future. So is there anybody who wants to say anything before we get the fuck out of here? I'm gonna start with Rex because they haven't been on here in a second. Is there anything you want to say before we get the fuck out of here?
Hey, thanks for having me back there, Slim, and everybody in the panel and in the chat. Nice to see you. Yeah, I've been away for a while, but now I'm back.
Oops. He's back.
Everybody take
Guess
it.
who's back?
And watch
Rex
your back.
is back.
Awesome, and we're glad to have you back. Just
Thank
let us know anytime you want to join us on the stream, and we'll send you a link.
Yeah.
It's always fun to have you here with us.
I'm gonna start posting more fucked up shit in your Discord too. So
I'm down. We're down with that for sure.
all right, cool.
Awesome, sweet. So, Al, is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
He's muted.
They may be away. That's fine. Dog, thank you for being here. You're
Thank
amazing
you.
as always. We'll see you around the next times. Brainless, is there anything?
Just like and subscribe, people, if you haven't done that already.
Yes, thank you. And share and comment and stuff and things. Brainless, is there anything you want to say?
I don't have anything specific to announce. Actually, no.
No, you're not
really.
posting that in the fucking side chat. No, I can totally not hear you clicking those buttons to put that.
Oh no. Okay. No, you're fucking making me. Where did I save that shit?
Thank you very much, Carrie Ann, for being here and having fun with us. I'm glad that we make you all laugh hard and grin. That's what we're here to do, is to bring enjoyment to y'all through the idiocracy that I find through all the stuff and things. And that's why I do this, is because...
Ask for it, I can post it.
Okay, Atheist. Everybody go and check out their Discord. If you'd like our Discord, message somebody that is on the panel in Discord, and we'll send you a Discord link if you would like. I do a little bit of stuff on there, but there's a lot more. Everybody else fucking puts all this crap in our Discord.
Slip, I think you're one of the people that posts the least on there.
Most likely I'm the least poster on my own Discord.
No, Brainless, stop it, you fucking animal.
Yes.
I'm an animal.
And Carrie, we're glad that we don't offend you as well. So thank you all very much. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be Drunken News Report. So everybody say bye, and we're going to get the fuck out of here.
Bye. Bye. Bye.